downtown. Just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can't forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, so go downtown.
The culture of the city of Pittsburgh is deeply rooted in sports, art, and an everlasting thirst for knowledge. However, we as Pittsburghers take great pride in another important aspect of the way of life in our city, the dialect used so often in Pittsburgh that is playfully known as Pittsburghese. Although Pittsburghese is mainly used in Pittsburgh and other surrounding regions, its origins come from a variety of cultures, all settling in western Pennsylvania. Words including red up and yins are derived from Scotch-Irish dialects that arrived with immigrants who settled west of the Appalachian mountain range. Other words such as sputzy, meaning bird, and babushka, which is a type of headscarf, come from other immigrants from Germany, Poland, Russia, Italy, and the melding of all these cultures and more when they joined together to form the city of Pittsburgh. The language is often found in the Strip District, where one can find t-shirts, mugs, coasters, and several other pieces of merchandise dedicated to spreading our city's tradition to all over the country. On the corner of Penn and 18th, Mike Feinberg Company has been servicing the city of Pittsburgh for over 30 years.
Telling me who buys shirts and items like that up there, the Pittsburghese shirt?
The majority of the people that buy that shirt would be out-of-town tourists or folks who used to live in the city of Pittsburgh growing up and then moved, and they buy them for their relatives or their friends out of town.
Okay. Do you have any other items that would have Pittsburghese stuff on that?
Yeah, we have items such as coasters and pint glasses and stickers.
Like they have definitions and stuff on them?
Yeah, no definitions, just the words.
Okay.
Gum band, yins, and that.
On the other side of Penn Avenue, Jim from Yinzers and Mr. Lee tell me a little bit about their business and how they feel about living in the Steel City.
A lot of Pittsburghese shirts here at Yinzers.
Yes, we do.
Do you sell them to people who come in and say, hey, I need to get a t-shirt and going down for Manny's, or are they people coming from out of town who want to get them for their relatives?
Both. We get a lot of people from Pittsburgh. You know, people come from out of town. When they come in, they really enjoy their heritage and where they came from. So the Pittsburghese, it fits. And when, you know, when their grandfather, if they move to Connecticut or they move to New York or whatever, and their grandfather comes in, he starts talking, they get all excited. You know, so it's really it's a nice way of, it's like your own language.
Do you speak it pretty fluently?
Yes, I do.
Do you have to think about it when you want to say something, or do you just kind of comes out?
It came from my father and his father.
Did you ever notice a time when it was kind of at its peak, or was it just kind of always around?
You know, when you leave the city and you go to another city, you don't realize you say things that you do. You know, like for instance, I lived in Florida and I lived with a couple of different people, and I said, you know what, I have to red up the house. And they looked at me like I was crazy, because they don't know the word red up. It's clean up, you know, so.
Did it, like, when you're growing up, did you notice people talking it, or did it kind of come about?
I didn't really notice until I got older. When I got older, I realized that we talk a little different than other people.
Do you think, I read somewhere that people are thinking that it's starting to slow down, it might be gone away in a couple of years. Do you think it's going to go away at any point?
You know what? Pittsburghese will never go away. It's part of the city. It's as much part of the city as Heinz Ketchup.
When you came, did you get a little bit confused when you heard all the people talking the way they did, like on the shirt?
Yeah, sometimes first year and I don't understand, and now is maybe I understand. And
yeah.
That all is Pittsburghese language that one.
Yeah.
And there's all explain the backside that one.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have you kind of adopted the language as your own, in the city as your own, or are you still feeling kind of awkward when you talk to people who say, hey, you want to go downtown and get a sandwich and that?
Yeah. Some days maybe I don't understand, and sometimes the customer tell me and teach me, and now is I understand.
You getting it down a little bit?
Yeah, sandwiches, vinegar. Yeah, that one. And look at that.
Right.
Everything is in Pittsburghese today. Yens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like it here in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as Pittsburghers love their language, the fact remains that although many of the phrases differ in different regions, many are the same, and Pittsburghese is not as unique as people believe. Although the pronunciation of words like downtown are exclusive to the Pittsburgh dialect, yins or other variations of the U plural form are common in other surrounding regions. However, this does not mean that we should be any less proud of our dialect. The way we speak is a way to define ourselves and separate us from people from other regions of the United States. Andy Warhol, an artist famous for his pop art style of painting, once said, "In the future, everyone will be famous for 15 minutes." And it seems that Pittsburgh's language and its city are in the middle of their 15 minutes now.
Don't make fun of the way we talk, don't call our mayor Opie. The Pittsburgh's home to Myron, Mr. Rogers, and Sophie. Squirrel Hill, Homewood, Wilkinsburg if you dare. And we can ride on a T, have lunch at Market Square, and go downtown, french fries at the O. Downtown, Southside is where we'll go. Downtown, everything's waiting for you.